The last video about Charles Oliveira was a 40-minute video. I had to edit it to 10 minutes because I was very confident about my boy Oliveira. So, my 3 locks, starting with the GOAT, Jon Jones. People are going to get mad at this. People are going to be very angry. I understand why they're... Do not put ducks in my comment section. Guys, I'm not playing. Do not put ducks in my comment section. I am not... Okay, I am a big fan of Jon Jones, but I'm not going to be defending everything he's doing with the whole Tom Aspinall thing. I think... Okay, I'm not... That's a whole different video. I'm not going to get into it. But I'm going to explain why he's going to beat Stipe, and it's not going to be close. He is the better grappler here, and people are really sleeping on it. And, people are just sleeping on Jon in general. People are sleeping on his striking, his grappling. The fact that he's training... not Jordan Burroughs, Gable Stevenson. I don't really care that he's in his camp. I'm not going to lie. I don't think that matters. Gordon Ryan's a teensy bit different, though. Gordon Ryan has a very... Again, I'm not here to, talk about the greats of every sport, but Gordon Ryan is very smart, and especially... He better not be showing Jon Jones, heel hooks, because I'll get very angry if I see Jon just roll to his back. I will scream. I will yell in Buffalo Wild Wings. I will be yelling. Anyway, so Jon Jones, when he's on top of you, I know I have very good top pressure, and I'm around the 170 weight class. Jon Jones being 240, whatever he is right now, he is. The way that he was just able to kind of fold Gon like that just gives you everything you need to know. And people are like, well, Stipe was a D1 wrestler. If you saw my last video, you know how I feel about college wrestling and MMA. It doesn't matter. It doesn't at all. And it's a totally different sport. I'm not even a fan of college wrestling. I think it's a stupid sport to me. But when you get into MMA, it doesn't. You see guys like Isaac Dulgarian, right? Who's a really good college wrestler, and he's in the sport now, and he's just a marauder. He was the biggest favorite in history, and he's just destroying everyone. Isaac Dulgarian is what everyone should strive to be like when you come out of college wrestling. Not like Michael Chandler, not like Stipe, not like Ricky Simon. These people, they don't use their wrestling at all. They have zero top control. Stipe will be taken down by Jon. I don't know if he's going to get knocked out or submitted. I'm leaning towards knockout, not because that he can't be submitted. I'm leaning towards knockout because I think Jon's ego, I think that he wants the knockout. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I think he wants that part of his legacy. I think everyone knows he's a really good grappler. I think people are sleeping on. I think he's going to come in and try to land the 12-6 elbows, So I think we're going to see Jon KO or TKO Stipe on the ground. He's going to finish Stipe, though, 100%. That's my first lock of the night. Second lock, Charles Oliveira. The grappling. The champion as a name is Charles Oliveira. Okay, maybe not Charles. It might be Islam right now, but Charles Oliveira is such a better grappler than Michael Chandler. It's not even close. The only way Michael Chandler wins is with a knockout on the feet. And I think after being KO'd like that, he's going to be very careful and cautious. And I think the only reason why he had a chance against Oliveira in the first fight was because he wasn't careful and cautious. It's because he was just this little meatball, this little mini Pekka, just throwing hands, And I think now he might be too cautious, like Colby Covington was in his last fight. Another college wrestler that doesn't use his grappling. Anyway, and I picked Colby against Leon, so I'm very angry about that still. In the second round, I knew the fight was over. I knew it was over. Now we have Michael Chandler. I think he's going to try to be careful. He said in the press conference he's going to take down Charles Oliveira. He could, but bringing it to that grappling level is just not smart. He's not as good. And no, I don't see a way that Michael Chandler wins other than KO, and he would have to totally just throw down as hard as he can, and I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's worried about getting, caught on the way out or the way in. I think he's going to get picked apart, and I think Charles by finish. But the lock is just Charles Oliveira. The lock is Charles Oliveira. Third one now, and this one is almost a very obvious pick, But there are some people who are like, we don't know, we don't know about him. Ruffy is gonna win. It's not even close. Ruffy's gonna win. He's gonna win by finish. I think he's gonna dominate. I might be wrong about the whole finish thing. I think he's gonna finish. He's minus 175 to finish. I think that's a great pick. Now, you know what? I said 3 locks. I'm gonna give you one more. So if you stop the video, this is actually one of my most confident ones on the card. I did this with the Brundage fight as well. I did the over 1.5 with the Brundage fight. This one, over 0.5 minutes, is minus 200 right now, or minus 250. Bo Nickel is not that good. He's just not. And it goes back to what I was saying in my last video. It goes back to what I was saying 5 minutes ago. Sorry, a lot of people are blowing me up. Anyway, his grappling is great, right? He has really good grappling, I'm not going to lie. But people are treating it like he can just slice through anyone. Khamzat would maul him. And I think that goes for... I think Dricus du Plessis would beat him. And then I know a lot of people are like, I think Dricus would beat him. I think Sean Strickland would beat him. I think Bo Nickel is highly overrated. And because of that, and because it cashed the last fight where he went over 1.5, I think it goes over 1.5 again. But he has hands, and Paul Craig gets knocked out all the time. So over 0.5, that's 2 minutes and 35 seconds. I'm a moron. That's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Over 0.5, minus 250 or something like that. I think it's another lock. I think Bo Nickel is just not that good.